Hi everybody, this is Laura with Krazy Kool Cakes. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a technique that I use to paint leopard print on a cake, and it's very simple to do. You're gonna really enjoy it. You want to start off with an empty canvas. So today I have a really large 12-inch tier. This is actually a cake that we're going to be delivering later on today, and I'm only going to be painting leopard print on part of my tier. So if you'd like, of course, you can cover the entire tier with your leopard print. The materials that you're going to need for this tutorial, you're going to need 2 paint brushes. I like very fine bristled brushes. They give me really good detail. You're gonna need some vodka or lemon extract. I like vodka because it evaporates right away and it doesn't leave a lemony flavor behind. You're gonna need 2 containers for 2 different colors. And then you're going to need 2 different colors of gel food coloring. You can pretty much use any gel food coloring you like. I like to use the AmeriColor, and especially the black AmeriColor, because the super black is really black. I don't like the Wilton that much because right away it separates into its primary color. So I really like the super black. So definitely one of your colors has to be black for the leopard print. The reason I'm using purple is to match the colors of my cake, but if you're going to use a light colored fondant base, like a tan or a brownish, then you'll want to use a darker brown for the middle of the leopard print. So the first thing we're going to do is, you don't start with the black, you're going to start with your other color first. And I like to use a good amount of gel food coloring. We don't want to dilute it too much because we want the color to stay dark. If you add too much vodka, then it will be too diluted. And basically it's just, you just add little by little. We don't want it too liquidy. So I think that might be good. So not too much vodka, that way your color stays dark. And then I'm going to use my paintbrush to mix the color with the vodka. Make sure you don't splatter, and you want to keep a little paper towel around in case you need to dab your paintbrush. So you want to mix this until you see that the gel food coloring is no longer in clumps. So that's a nice pretty dark purple. Pretty much this color here is the color it's going to be on the fondant. So you do want it to be darker than your fondant because you want to make sure it stands out. So this is about the color it's going to be here. Okay, so you're gonna start out with just dabbing your brush, and you want to kind of sort of make circles, but you don't want perfect circles. Okay, the leopard print is always an irregular shape. So that's my first leopard print there. You want to do different size circles, big ones, little ones, and you don't want them too close together because you are going to paint black on the outside of these. And then once in a while, if you see you're running out of color, then just dip your brush back into your little container. You want very short brush strokes because you don't want to do a giant, drag all the way around, because then those become very obvious and it starts to look not that nice. So of course I'm not going to do the entire tier right now. I'm just going to do a small portion of it for you all so you can see the basic look. And what's really cool about leopard print is you can use any colors you want. The leopard print looks really cool in just about every color you can think of, as long as one of the two colors, like I said, is black. A lot of people always ask me, you know, how can you possibly use vodka on a cake, especially for kids' cakes? Don't worry, guys, the vodka evaporates, and it evaporates very quickly. So by the time you get your cake to your venue or to whoever ordered the cake from you, there's no trace of vodka left behind. So it's not like you're giving alcohol to kids. It evaporates very quickly. I much more prefer vodka, like I said, over lemon extract. That's what my husband uses too for his wood technique, is vodka. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. And while I am painting this leopard print, I invite you all to visit our Krazy Kool Cakes Facebook page and our Krazy Kool Cake Designs Facebook page. You can find the tabs to both Facebook pages on our channel, on the very top of the channel. We have lots of tutorials and pictures and videos for all of you to see and share. Okay. If you've never hand painted on a cake, you'll find that this is very relaxing, very peaceful. So I'm just gonna do a couple more little spots and then we will be done with this part of the tutorial. Okay, so that's pretty much it for our first color. You want just circles, like I said. They don't have to be perfect circles. In fact, you don't want them to be perfect. You want irregular shaped circles. And that's pretty much it for the first part of the tutorial. Okay guys, for the second part of the tutorial, we're gonna start adding the second color to our leopard print. I've already done all I wanted to do to this tier. I'm only gonna be doing a little less than half of the tier in leopard print. So as you can see, I've already painted my irregular shaped circles all over this section I want to paint. And as you can see, there's small circles in between the larger circles, and you do not want perfect circles. Like I said before, you do want irregular shapes because that's what really makes the leopard print stand out. So to get our second color, now you're gonna need your black gel food coloring. Like I said, I like to use Americolor Super Black because it's super black. Okay, so you want it pretty dark, so you want to make sure that when you do add your vodka, you're not going to dilute it too much. And I'm running out. Time to buy some more black. So that'll do for now. Okay. And then you want to add some vodka, not too much, like I said. And for this, you're going to use your second brush, which is clean. Make sure you don't use the same brush you used for the purple. And you want to mix your black gel food coloring until you don't see any more clumps of black anymore. Okay. Okay, so that's pretty diluted. And it only took me about 5 to 6 minutes to paint this entire, or 1/3 of my tier. Pretty big tier, it's a 12-inch tier. So it's already the vodka has evaporated and it's almost completely dry. So this is the section here that I painted in the first half of the tutorial. And the leopard print, again, is irregular. You want to have small brush strokes, and basically what you need to remember is you're going to be thinking of O's, the letter O and the letter C. So we'll start here with this circle. You want to only do about half of the circle, and see how I'm doing very short brush strokes. You don't want long brush strokes. And basically we just want to do irregular pattern. You don't want nice straight lines. Okay, so if you can see, that's a letter C. Okay, the next one I want to do an O, and I'm going to go all the way around. And if you notice, there's no straight lines. They're all jagged edges, and that's what makes the leopard print. Okay, now the next one is you want to think of parentheses. So let's do this one here, and basically I'm just going to paint parentheses around. There's one parentheses, and then the other one will have the other side. You don't want to close the circle. Okay, and that's pretty much it. So just think of letter C's, letter O's, and parentheses. For the little tiny circles, you might want to just keep little tiny thin blotches of black around. This one I'm going to do a letter O, so I'm going to go all the way around. And you can see how cool it looks just with little jagged lines. If you do a perfect circle, it's not going to look natural. It won't look normal. I'm going to do a letter C, and you can do a backward C. It doesn't always have to look like a correct C. And then you just work your way around your cake. This one I'm going to do parentheses. And just stick, you know, dab your brush in your color when you see you're running out. And this is really fun, guys. You can get super artistic. Take your time. And you can even get really irregular with your circle. If you notice how I came way out with the black right here, or how you would have noticed if my husband had been filming that part. I'll do another one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me show you let me show you on this one, okay? So that way you'll see it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. You can really come out if you want. Extend the black. Okay. See, I love how that looks, totally irregular. Little tiny parentheses for this one. So I'll just keep doing this, and my husband's gonna keep filming. We might speed up the video right about here. Does it look cool?
Looks very cool.
C's and O's and parentheses. Looks cool, huh?
Very cool.
Even you could do this, sweetie.
Thank you. I want to give a wide shot and kind of show what it looks like so far. Spin it to the right.
Hold on. All right, guys, so I finally have all the black print around all of my leopard spots. And if you can see, some of them are C's. Here's a backward C, there's a little C, parentheses, and then some are complete circles. And again, make sure you don't paint perfect lines. You want it to look irregular shaped. Okay, so if you were to leave it like that, that in itself right there looks pretty cool. But if you want, you can add just a little bit more to your leopard print by adding little tiny black spots here and there in between these spots. So just, they're going to be really, really little, just to make sure that we don't have any empty spaces. So there's a tiny little black one there. Okay. And again, it doesn't have to be everywhere, just now and then. You don't want it to look too cluttered. So here I have an empty space, and I'm just going to fill that with a little black spot. And again, these can be irregular shaped. They don't have to be circles. They can pretty much be any shape you want. Here's a little empty spot here. Maybe here. And that just gives it a little bit more, I don't know, makes it look cooler, I think. Don't force it. I mean, if there's really not that many empty spots, you don't want it cluttered. Just every now and again. Maybe down here. You see any empty spots anywhere else, baby?
That looks pretty good. Pretty complete.
Yeah, I think that'll do it. All right, guys, so there it is. Hopefully you thought it was pretty easy. All of that took, what, about 15 minutes?
At the most.
And you want to leave your cake out, in a nice, cool, dry environment like we have here in our studio. I would say about maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes until this is completely dry. It should be to the point where when you touch it, it's just a little bit sticky, but when you lift your finger, you shouldn't have any color at all on your finger. So once you're able to do that, it's totally dry, and then you can stick it back in the refrigerator. And there it is, guys. My leopard print technique. I hope you guys liked it, and I will actually be making a video of this cake here in just a couple of hours. So hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment, and thanks to all our friends and subscribers, and we look forward to your comments, and be sure to join us on Facebook. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye.